Have you ever heard of a plant so powerful that it's been called the miracle tree? A plant that's been used for thousands of years in traditional medicine, and now modern science is finally catching up to understand why? I'm talking about moringa. And today I'm going to share with me why doctors around the world are starting to recommend this incredible plant to their patients. Whether you're dealing with chronic fatigue, struggling with inflammation, or just looking for a natural way to boost your overall health, what I'm about to share with you could be life-changing. Now, before we dive deep into the science, I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried moringa before? Maybe you've seen it in powder form at your local health food store. Or perhaps you've heard about it from a friend but weren't sure if it was worth trying. Drop a comment below and let me know your experience with moringa, or if this is your first time hearing about it. I read every single comment, and I love learning about your health journeys. Let me start by telling you something that might surprise you. When I first learned about moringa years ago, I'll be honest, I was skeptical. In my practice, I've seen countless supplements and superfoods come and go, each one claiming to be the next big thing in health and wellness. But moringa is different. The more I researched it, the more I dove into the scientific literature, and the more I observed the results in my patients who started incorporating it into their daily routines, the more convinced I became that this plant deserves serious attention. So what exactly is moringa? Moringa oleifera is a tree native to parts of Africa and Asia, particularly India, where it's been used in Ayurvedic medicine for over 4,000 years. Every part of this tree is useful, from the leaves to the seeds, from the flowers to the roots. But most of the health benefits we're going to talk about today come from the leaves, which are typically dried and ground into a fine green powder that you can easily add to smoothies, teas, or even sprinkle over your food. Now, here's where things get really interesting. When nutritional scientists analyze foods, they look at something called nutrient density, which is basically how many beneficial nutrients are packed into a given amount of food. And when they analyzed moringa leaves, they were absolutely astonished. Gram for gram, moringa leaves contain 7 times more vitamin C than oranges. Let that sink in for a moment. We've all been told to drink orange juice when we need vitamin C, but moringa blows oranges out of the water. It also contains 4 times more calcium than milk, 4 times more vitamin A than carrots, 3 times more potassium than bananas, and twice as much protein as yogurt. This isn't just impressive, it's extraordinary. But you know what I always tell my patients? Numbers on paper only mean something if your body can actually use those nutrients. And this is where moringa really shines. The bioavailability of the nutrients in moringa, meaning how well your body can absorb and utilize them, is remarkably high. This isn't like some synthetic supplement where your body struggles to recognize and process the ingredients. These are natural, plant-based nutrients in forms that your body was designed to use. Let me talk about one of the most significant reasons doctors are recommending moringa, and that's its incredible antioxidant content. You've probably heard the word antioxidant thrown around a lot, but let me explain why this matters so much for your health. Every single day, your cells are under attack from something called free radicals. These are unstable molecules that damage your cells, your DNA, and contribute to aging and disease. Free radicals come from everywhere, from the food you eat to the air you breathe, from stress to environmental toxins. Your body naturally produces some antioxidants to fight these free radicals, but in our modern world, we're exposed to far more free radicals than ever before, and our bodies need help. Moringa is absolutely loaded with antioxidants. It contains quercetin, which research has shown can help lower blood pressure. It contains chlorogenic acid, the same beneficial compound found in coffee, which helps moderate blood sugar levels after meals. And it contains an incredibly high amount of beta-carotene, even more than carrots, which your body converts into vitamin A for eye health, immune function, and skin health. But here's what really caught my attention as a medical professional. Moringa contains a unique group of compounds called isothiocyanates, which have been shown in multiple studies to have powerful anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties. Inflammation is at the root of so many chronic diseases we see today. Heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, Alzheimer's disease, even depression has been linked to chronic inflammation in the body. And while some inflammation is natural and necessary, like when you cut your finger and your body sends help to heal it, Chronic, low-grade inflammation is like a fire that never goes out, slowly damaging your tissues and organs over time. This is where Moringa can be genuinely therapeutic. Multiple clinical studies have demonstrated Moringa's anti-inflammatory effects. In one study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, researchers found that Moringa leaf extract was able to suppress inflammatory enzymes and proteins in the body. Another study showed that Moringa was effective in reducing inflammation markers in patients with rheumatoid arthritis. Now, I want to be very clear here. I'm not saying Moringa is a cure for these conditions, and you should never stop taking prescribed medications without talking to your doctor. But what I am saying is that Moringa can be a powerful complementary tool in managing inflammation and supporting your overall health. Let's talk about blood sugar, because this is something that affects millions of people, and it's one of the areas where the research on Moringa is particularly strong. Several human clinical trials have shown that Moringa can help reduce blood sugar levels and improve insulin sensitivity. In one study, women who took 7 grams of Moringa leaf powder daily for 3 months saw a significant reduction in their fasting blood sugar levels. Another study found that adding just 50 grams of Moringa leaves to a meal reduced the blood sugar spike by 21%. This is huge. If you're pre-diabetic, diabetic, or just concerned about maintaining healthy blood sugar levels, Moringa could be an incredibly valuable addition to your diet. The chlorogenic acid I mentioned earlier slows down the absorption of sugar in your intestines, while other compounds in Moringa help your cells respond better to insulin. It's like giving your metabolism a helping hand to do what it's supposed to do. Now, I know some of you watching this might be thinking, this sounds too good to be true. How can one plant do all of these things? And I understand that skepticism. It's healthy to question bold claims. But here's the thing. Moringa isn't doing one thing in your body. It's not like a pharmaceutical drug that targets one specific pathway. Moringa is providing your body with a concentrated dose of nutrients, antioxidants, and beneficial plant compounds that support your body's natural healing and regulatory processes. It's working with your body, not overriding it. Let me share something else that I find particularly compelling about Moringa, and that's its effect on cholesterol levels. High cholesterol is something I discuss with patients almost every single day. It's a major risk factor for heart disease, which is still the leading cause of death worldwide. And while statin medications can be very effective at lowering cholesterol, they also come with potential side effects that some people struggle with. Research has shown that Moringa can help lower LDL cholesterol, that's the bad cholesterol, while supporting healthy HDL cholesterol levels. In animal studies, Moringa demonstrated effects comparable to some cholesterol-lowering medications. Human studies have also been promising. One study found that taking Moringa regularly for several months led to significant reductions in total cholesterol and LDL cholesterol. Again, if you're on cholesterol medication, don't stop taking it. But talk to your doctor about whether adding Moringa might help you eventually reduce your dependence on medication or enhance the effects of what you're already taking. Your liver is going to thank you for eating Moringa too. Your liver is one of the hardest working organs in your body, responsible for filtering toxins, producing important proteins, regulating blood sugar, and over 500 other functions. In our modern world, our livers are constantly bombarded with things they need to process and eliminate, from medications to alcohol, from environmental pollutants to the preservatives in our food. Studies have shown that Moringa can protect liver cells from damage and may even help reverse liver damage in some cases. The antioxidants in Moringa protect liver cells from oxidative stress, while other compounds help the liver regenerate and function more efficiently. Let's talk about something that affects almost everyone at some point, and that's digestive health. Moringa has been traditionally used for centuries to treat stomach ulcers, liver disease, kidney damage, fungal infections, and digestive complaints. And modern research is starting to validate these traditional uses. Moringa has natural antibacterial and antifungal properties that can help balance your gut microbiome. It's also been shown to have anti-ulcer properties, helping to protect the lining of your stomach and promote healing. But what I find particularly valuable is that Moringa is a good source of fiber. Most people don't get nearly enough fiber in their diet, and this leads to all sorts of digestive issues, from constipation to an unhealthy gut microbiome. The fiber in Moringa helps feed the beneficial bacteria in your gut, supports regular bowel movements, and can even help with weight management by making you feel fuller for longer. Speaking of weight management, let me address this because I know it's on many people's minds. Moringa is not a magic weight loss pill. I need to be crystal clear about that. You can't eat poorly, live a sedentary lifestyle, and expect Moringa to make you lose weight. However, Moringa can support healthy weight management when combined with a balanced diet and regular physical activity. How? Well, first, it's nutrient-dense but low in calories, so you're getting a lot of nutrition without a lot of calories. Second, it helps regulate blood sugar, which can reduce cravings and prevent the energy crashes that lead to overeating. Third, it supports healthy metabolism and may help reduce the accumulation of fat in the liver. And fourth, some research suggests it may help reduce cortisol levels, and high cortisol from chronic stress is associated with belly fat accumulation. Let me talk about something that's incredibly important, but often overlooked, and that's brain health. Your brain needs constant nourishment to function properly, and it's particularly vulnerable to oxidative damage because of its high metabolic activity and fat content. The antioxidants in Moringa, particularly vitamins E and C, help protect brain cells from this oxidative damage. But there's more. Moringa has been shown to enhance brain neurotransmitter activity, which affects your mood, memory, and cognitive function. In animal studies, Moringa extract has demonstrated the ability to improve memory and learning, and some research suggests it may have potential in protecting against neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. There's even evidence that Moringa may have antidepressant and mood-stabilizing properties, possibly due to its effect on serotonin and dopamine levels in the brain. Now, if you're dealing with depression or any mental health condition, please work with a qualified mental health professional. But as a complementary support for brain health and mood, Moringa shows real promise. Let me address something that I get asked about frequently: bone health. As we age, maintaining strong, healthy bones becomes increasingly important, especially for women after menopause. Moringa is an excellent source of calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, all essential minerals for bone health. But it also contains vitamin K, which is crucial for bone metabolism and calcium regulation. Some studies have suggested that Moringa may help prevent bone loss and could be beneficial for people with osteoporosis or at risk of developing it. Now, I want to talk about something particularly relevant to many women watching this, and that's iron levels and anemia. Iron deficiency is one of the most common nutritional deficiencies worldwide, especially among women of childbearing age. Symptoms of iron deficiency include fatigue, weakness, pale skin, shortness of breath, and difficulty concentrating. Moringa is rich in iron, and importantly, it also contains vitamin C, which significantly enhances iron absorption. This makes it particularly valuable for vegetarians and vegans who may struggle to get enough bioavailable iron from plant sources alone. In studies conducted in developing countries where malnutrition is common, Moringa supplementation has been shown to significantly improve iron levels and reduce anemia, particularly in pregnant women and children. Now, if you have been diagnosed with anemia, you should follow your doctor's treatment plan. But adding Moringa to your diet could be a helpful complementary strategy. Let me share something about Moringa that really excites me from an immune system perspective. Your immune system is your body's defense force, constantly working to protect you from viruses, bacteria, and other pathogens. Moringa supports immune function in several ways. First, it's packed with vitamins and minerals that your immune cells need to function properly, particularly vitamin C, vitamin A, iron, and zinc. Second, it has direct antimicrobial properties, meaning it can help your body fight off certain bacteria and viruses. Third, its anti-inflammatory properties help prevent your immune system from overreacting, which is what happens in autoimmune conditions and severe allergic reactions. There's also fascinating research on Moringa's potential antiviral properties. Some laboratory studies have shown that Moringa extracts can inhibit the replication of certain viruses. While we need more human research in this area, it's certainly promising, especially in a world where we're increasingly concerned about viral infections. Now, let's talk about something that matters to everyone: energy and fatigue. How many of you wake up in the morning already feeling tired? How many of you rely on multiple cups of coffee just to get through the day? How many of you experience that afternoon crash where you can barely keep your eyes open? Chronic fatigue is epidemic in our society. And while there can be many underlying causes that need to be addressed, nutritional deficiencies are often a major contributing factor. Here's where Moringa really shines as a natural energy booster. Unlike caffeine, which gives you a quick spike followed by a crash, Moringa provides sustained energy by nourishing your cells with the nutrients they need to produce energy efficiently. It's particularly high in iron, which is essential for carrying oxygen to your cells. It contains B vitamins, which are crucial for converting food into energy. It has magnesium, which is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in your body, including energy production. And it provides amino acids, the building blocks of protein that your body needs for tissue repair and enzyme production. Many of my patients who start taking Moringa report feeling more energetic and alert within just a few weeks, without the jitters or crashes associated with stimulants. It's a clean, sustainable energy that comes from truly nourishing your body at the cellular level. Let me address skin health, because I know many of you are interested in looking and feeling your best. Your skin is your largest organ, and it's a reflection of your internal health. Moringa benefits your skin both when you consume it and when you apply it topically. Internally, the high vitamin A content supports skin cell production and repair. The vitamin C is essential for collagen production, which keeps your skin firm and elastic. The vitamin E protects against sun damage and environmental stressors. And the antioxidants fight the free radicals that cause premature aging. Moringa oil, extracted from the seeds, is also used in skincare products because it's incredibly nourishing and has anti-aging properties. It's rich in oleic acid, which helps skin retain moisture, and it has natural antimicrobial properties that can help with acne and other skin conditions. Some people with eczema and psoriasis have reported improvements when using Moringa both internally and topically, though more research is needed in this area. Now I want to talk about safety, because this is crucial. Is Moringa safe? For the vast majority of people, yes, Moringa is very safe when consumed in reasonable amounts. It's been eaten as a food for thousands of years, and millions of people around the world consume it regularly without any problems. The typical recommended dose is 1 to 2 teaspoons of Moringa powder per day, though some people take more. However, there are a few precautions you should be aware of. If you're pregnant, you should avoid Moringa root, bark, and flowers, as these parts of the plant may have properties that could affect pregnancy. The leaves are generally considered safe, but talk to your healthcare provider first. If you're taking medication for blood pressure, diabetes, or thyroid conditions, Moringa may enhance the effects of these medications, so you'll need to work with your doctor to monitor your levels and potentially adjust your dosages. And if you have any underlying health conditions or are taking multiple medications, it's always wise to consult with a healthcare provider before adding any new supplement to your routine. Some people may experience mild digestive upset when they first start taking Moringa, especially if they take too much too quickly. Start with a small amount, like half a teaspoon, and gradually increase to let your body adjust. And as with any plant, some people may be allergic, though this is rare. If you experience any unusual symptoms, stop taking it and consult a healthcare provider. Let me share with you how to actually use Moringa, because having this information doesn't help you unless you know how to incorporate it into your daily life. The most common form is dried Moringa leaf powder, which is the form that's been used in most of the research studies I've mentioned. You can find this at health food stores, online, or sometimes even at regular grocery stores. When buying Moringa powder, look for organic certification if possible, and make sure it's from a reputable source that tests for purity and quality. The easiest way to use Moringa powder is to add it to smoothies. Just 1 teaspoon mixed into your morning smoothie with fruits, vegetables, and your choice of liquid is an effortless way to get your daily dose. Some people also stir it into yogurt, oatmeal, or even soup. You can make Moringa tea by steeping the powder or whole dried leaves in hot water for a few minutes. Some people mix it into energy balls or healthy baked goods. The taste is earthy and slightly bitter, similar to matcha green tea, so it pairs well with sweet or fruity flavors that can balance it out. You can also find Moringa in capsule form if you prefer not to deal with the powder. This is convenient, though it may be more expensive per dose. And there are Moringa teas, where the leaves are packaged in tea bags for easy brewing. Whichever form you choose, consistency is key. Like most nutritional interventions, Moringa works best when taken regularly over time, not just occasionally. Now, let me address a question I often get. Is Moringa better than other superfoods like spirulina, chlorella, or wheatgrass? Honestly, this isn't really the right question to ask. Each of these foods has a unique nutritional profile and offers different benefits. Spirulina is particularly high in protein and has been shown to support immune function. Chlorella is excellent for detoxification and heavy metal binding. Wheatgrass is rich in chlorophyll and enzymes. Moringa stands out for its exceptional vitamin and mineral content, its powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, and the breadth of research supporting its health benefits. Ideally, a varied diet that includes a wide range of nutrient-dense foods is the best approach. But if you're going to choose one superfood to incorporate regularly, Moringa is certainly an excellent choice, especially if you're concerned about inflammation, blood sugar, cholesterol, or general nutritional support. Let me paint a picture of what incorporating Moringa into your daily routine might look like over time. In the first week or two, you might not notice dramatic changes, though some people report feeling more energetic almost immediately. By week 3 or 4, you might notice that you're sleeping better, your digestion has improved, or you're experiencing fewer cravings for unhealthy foods. After a few months of consistent use, you might notice improvements in your skin, stronger nails, healthier hair, more stable energy throughout the day, and better overall resilience to stress and illness. If you have your blood work done, you might see improvements in markers like cholesterol, blood sugar, or inflammation. But here's what I really want you to understand. Moringa is not a magic bullet, and I'm not here to sell you false hope. It's a powerful, nutrient-dense food that can significantly support your health, but it works best as part of a holistic approach to wellness. You still need to eat a balanced diet rich in whole foods. You still need to move your body regularly. You still need to get adequate sleep. You still need to manage stress. You still need to stay hydrated and maintain meaningful social connections. Moringa is a tool, a very good tool, but it's most effective when combined with other healthy lifestyle practices. I also want to emphasize that while the research on Moringa is very promising, most of the human studies have been relatively small, and we need more large-scale, long-term clinical trials to fully understand all of its effects and optimal dosing for specific conditions. The science is encouraging, but it's still evolving. This is why I always encourage people to work with healthcare providers who are knowledgeable about both conventional medicine and evidence-based natural approaches. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Your body is incredibly intelligent and has remarkable healing capabilities when given the right support. Moringa is one of nature's most generous gifts, a plant that provides concentrated nutrition and therapeutic compounds in a simple, accessible form. The fact that doctors are increasingly recommending it speaks to the growing recognition in the medical community that food really can be medicine, and that we have much to learn from traditional healing practices that have stood the test of time. If you're dealing with chronic inflammation, struggling with energy levels, concerned about your metabolic health, or simply looking for a way to enhance your nutritional intake and support your long-term wellness, Moringa deserves your serious consideration. Start small. Be consistent, pay attention to how your body responds, and give it time. Real, lasting health improvements don't happen overnight, but with patience and commitment, the cumulative effects of daily nutritional support can be truly transformative. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future content. Drop a comment below and let me know if you're going to try Moringa, or if you already have, and what your experience has been. I love hearing from you. Remember, your health is your most valuable asset, and investing in it today will pay dividends for the rest of your life. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.